Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 25th of July. The session will be very interesting and important, so do pay attention till the end, as you will be learning multiple things that will be enhancing in your preparation. So let's start. First is national affairs, right? Recently, Rajya Sabha chairman reconstituted a panel of vice chairpersons with 50% of women parliament. This signifies women equality, or we can say gender equality, so that there should be equal participation of both the sexes, that is both for males as well as for females. Correct? So remember, Rajya Sabha chairman, who is he? He is the vice president of India. So always remember, this is also an important question, that who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? He is the vice president of India, that is Jagdeep Dhankar ji. Correct? He appointed 4 women parliamentarians, namely PT Usha. Correct? You can see PT Usha, Fauzia Khan, Sulate Dio to the panel of the vice chairperson, and Frangong Kongyak. Right? These 4 women has been appointed to the panel of the vice chairperson, right? To have 50% women parliamentary. Then the panel of vice chairperson has been reconstituted with effect from 17th of July. The panel reconstituted before the monsoon session contains a total of 8 members, and out of which 4 are women now. For the first time in the history of Rajya Sabha, the upper of the Indian Parliament, equal representation has been given to the women members. Correct? And we know which is the upper house. Upper house is the Rajya Sabha, lower house is your Lok Sabha. Correct? According to Article 80 of the Indian Constitution, the total capacity is 250, which includes 238 elected persons and 12 nominated members in the Rajya Sabha, that is the upper house. And what is the minimum age to become a Rajya Sabha member? It is 30 years. Correct? Moving on. Next is, which state government introduces the India's first gig workers bill 2023? So remember, it is your Rajasthan government. Correct? They introduced India's first ever gig worker bill, and it is to guarantee social security. It is to provide social security to these gig workers. Correct? They include food delivery apps, e-marketing platforms, must provide Rajasthan government with a database of all the platform based gig workers on board or registered with them
within 60 days of the act's implementation. What is a gig worker? Gig worker refers to someone who earns from such activities outside of the traditional employer employee relationship, who works on a contract, right? The term gig economy means general workforce environment. This will include your short term job, contractual job, and independent contractors, right? For example, if we come about this, aggregators are individuals or organizations that engage based on workers for tasks such as your ride sharing, food and security delivery, logistics, and more. Correct? If any individual, or for example, here a monetary penalty will also be imposed if anyone fails to comply with this act. The state government may fine up to 5 lakh rupees for the first offense and up to 50 lakh rupees for the subsequent offenses. Correct? Under this bill, gig workers will be provided with a unique ID which will be applicable across platforms, and the ID will enable such workers to access general and specific social security schemes. So coming back, remember India's first gig workers bill was introduced by Rajasthan government, and it is to provide them social security to those gig workers. If we talk about Rajasthan government, who is the Chief Minister? Ashok Gehlot. Who is the governor here? Kalraj Mishra, right? And Ghumar dance is famous here. Chari dance is there. Then Pushkar Mela is famous here, right? And Pushkar Mela is also famous for, it is also known as Camel Festival, right? During Holi, Pushkar is very famous. Then in Rajasthan only, Jaisalmer, Udaipur, Jaipur, these are some famous locations for destinations also. Moving on, here you can see it is your Rajasthan government that has introduced the India's first ever gig workers bill, that is Rajasthan platform based gig workers bill for 2023, and it is to guarantee social security to the gig workers. Next, XR Startup Program. This is an initiative that was between Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology, Startup Hub, along with which organization? So, first of all, remember it was Meta and MEITY. These two together launched this XR Startup Program. Correct? Then next thing, remember after this was launched, this startup program was joined by HCL Tech, right? HCL Technology, that is based out of Noida, UP. Correct? They have recently joined this XR startup, and it is to discover the nature and accelerate the extended reality, that is XR technology startups in India. Correct? In order to do research and development and to carry forward and to bring a change and come up with new innovative solutions for the extended reality technology and help the startups to grow in this sector. Recently, it was HCL Tech that has signed up with XR Startup, that is Extended Reality Startup Program, and that was launched by Meta along with Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology. Correct? The XR Startup Program that was launched, it was launched in the month of September in 2022. Correct? And it was jointly launched by MEITY Startup Hub along with Meta. The selected startups here working on this XR technology, they will be receiving a grant of up to 20 lakh rupees from HCL Tech, right? So XCL or XR, as we just mentioned, it is your extended reality. It is a broader term that refers to your augmented reality, virtual reality, and your mixed reality. So everything comes in your extended reality. Correct? Next. So here you can see it is HCL Tech that has joined XR startup program with METI and Meta. Correct? And it is to help those startups, those who are working in this sector, extended reality sector, to grow and help them with funding as well as to provide them with new technology and links so that they can grow. Next, India's first cannabis medicine project under triple P with a Canadian firm is will be in which state or UT? So this is an important one, so do take a note. India's first cannabis medicine project that will be in a triple P project, that is your public private partnership model. This will be along with a Canadian firm, and this will be in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. Correct, this will be on the pilot basis. Correct, and here this cannabis will be used for medicine processes, right? For medicine purposes this will be used. Correct. So remember, apart from this, it is your CSIR IIM, that is based out of Jammu and Kashmir, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicines, triple IM, right? That is in Jammu Kashmir. They are the first, is the first of its kind cannabis medicine project in India under triple P partnership with whom? With IndusCan Limited, headquartered in Toronto, Canada. That is a Canadian firm, right? So it is your CSIR IIM Jammu's cannabis research project. This is in Jammu and Kashmir, and it will be the first cannabis medicine project under triple P with a Canadian firm, right? Now, this question can also be asked in this way, that which institute became the first institute in India to obtain the license, or the first ever license for cannabis cultivation? It is your CSIR IIM. So the question has slightly been changed, that which institute became the first institute to obtain the first license for cannabis cultivation in India? It is your CSIR IIIM. Through this project, cannabis, that is a substance of abuse, will be used as good for mankind, especially for patients who are suffering from neuropathies, cancer, and epilepsy. The project has the potential to produce those kinds of medicines which have to be exported from foreign countries, and can also produce the export quality drugs that are meant for different kinds of neuropathies and diabetic patients. Correct. Then presently, this institute has a repository of more than 50 accessions collected from different parts of the country, and are working to provide technology for cannabis cultivation and drug discovery. Other states such as your Uttarakhand, UP, Manipur, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, they have started making the policy and rules for the use of cannabis for scientific purposes. So coming back, it is your CSIR IIIM, that is based out of Jammu and Kashmir. Next will be talking about some highlights of the Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe visit to India for 20 to 21st of July 2023. If we talk about this, we know, first of all, remember who is the President of Sri Lanka? Ranil Wickremesinghe, right? He made an official 2-day visit to India from 20 to 21st of July. He was welcomed by the Union Minister of State for External Affairs, V. Muralidharan, right? This marked Wickremesinghe's first trip to India since he was elected as the President of Sri Lanka. The visit takes place as both countries celebrate their 75 years of establishment of diplomatic relation. Right, some MOUs were exchanged between them, such as for first was joint declaration of intent in the field of animal husbandry and dairying. Then MOU on cooperation in the field of renewable energy sector was signed. Then a memorandum of cooperation for economic development projects in Trincomalee district of Sri Lanka. Then network to network agreement between NPCI, that is your NIPL, right? Network to network agreement between NPCI International Payments Limited and Lanka Pay for UPI application acceptance in Sri Lanka. So that we are saying that the use of UPI should also be encouraged in Sri Lanka. Also, fifth was your energy permit. An energy permit for Sampur Solar project. Correct. So these are some of the 5 MOUs and projects that were exchanged between India and Sri Lanka during the Ranil Wickremesinghe's visit to India. right? And it was his first visit after becoming president. Next, India recently signed a contract with Bangladesh to modernize signaling system of Dhaka Tongi Jodhpur rail line. I repeat, India and Bangladesh recently signed a contract for installation of computer based interlocking signaling system, that is for Dhaka Tongi Jodhpur rail line, that is at Rail Badan Dhaka. The project is being implemented under the LOC extended by India to Bangladesh. Bangladesh Railway has appointed an Mumbai Maharashtra based Indian company, that is KEC International Limited, to develop signaling systems for the under construction of third and fourth dual gauge rail tracks from Dhaka to Tongi and double line dual gauge from Tongi to Jodhpur. Apart from this, remember there was a tripartite agreement signed between Nepal, Bangladesh, and India, where Nepal and Bangladesh they will be sharing their excess electricity with each other, and the grid lines that will be used for them will be provided by India. Then Bangladesh will be receiving electricity from Adani Group, right? They will be supplying Bangladesh with multiple electricity over with multiple projects that are supplying electricity to Bangladesh. Correct. Apart from this, India and Bangladesh they will be settling their transaction in Indian rupees now. Correct. Earlier, Bangladesh used to settle them in dollars, but now it will be settled in Indian rupees. Correct. Next. Next is Athur betel leaves. Athur betel leaves, as you can see here, these are your Athur betel leaves, correct? They got the geographical indication certification recently, and it is of Tamil Nadu state, correct? So we can say that Athur betel leaves of Tamil Nadu recently got the GI tag, right? And GI is your geographical indication tag, correct? Important. Directly the question will be asked, so you should know about it. Then what? Why these athud betel leaves? What are the use of them? These leaves are utilized during special occasion, such as during the temple visits, right? Housewarmings, weddings, or possesses a distinctly spicy and pungent flavor. Correct. So it has a spicy and pungent flavor. Correct. It is utilized during special occasion, be it a wedding, right, festival or housewarming parties. So during that it is utilized. And recently, this leaf, Athur betel leaves of Tamil Nadu, got the GI tag. Next. Next is science and technology. Recently, 14th CEM adopted the CEM Hubs initiative for scaling low carbon fuel production. I repeat, Clean Energy Ministry adopted the first of its kind Clean Energy Marine Hubs Initiative CEM Hub. This is for scaling up the low carbon fuel production during the 14th Clean Energy Ministerial Meet and the 8th Mission Innovation Meeting that was held between 19th to 21st of July in Goa. Right? So we can say that here we are talking about clean energy, right? We are talking about that how can we reduce or how can we reduce carbon, right? What are the fuel options we have so that we can shift to those alternative fuels so that the pollution can come down, right? So here only under this Clean Energy Marine Hubs initiative, it is for scaling up of low carbon fuel production, and this step was taken during the 14th Clean Energy Ministerial Meet and 8th in Mission Innovation Meet that was held in Goa. Correct? Here remember, it is not just India, right? At global level, various economies are working together so they can accelerate the global clean energy transition. As you can also see in India, if we are talking about the state that is performing the best in terms of wind energy generation, it is Gujarat. And if I ask you the state that is performing best in terms of solar energy generation, it is Rajasthan. Correct? Then we will be seeing the first hydrogen powered train. This will be starting in 2024 and it will be running from, or it will be flagged off from Jind, Haryana. Right? And here only in Jind, Haryana, next to this railway station, a manufacturing of green hydrogen plant will be starting soon. Correct. Also remember the marine industry is not ready for the upcoming surge in the low carbon fuel demand until 2050, as we have discussed that there is also a target that up to 2050 the pollution or the emissions that are caused by these marine industry will be reduced and it will be taken care of. The current lack of production centers, suitable vessels, and adequate ports infrastructure poses a significant obstacle. And at present, the shipping industry has only tested one ship in the global fleet for transporting liquid hydrogen, which made a journey from Australia to Japan. This change, this significant change, will require time, and if we want to shift to the clean economy, this will be requiring huge amount of money, as well as it will be requiring a lot of amount of development and infrastructure cost. Correct. So coming back, during the 14th CEM, right, it was the 14th CEM was adopted CEM hubs initiative for scaling low carbon fuel production, and green hydrogen is one of such fuel. Next, which organization tested their Raman 2 engine at the ISRO facility in Tamil Nadu? It is Skyroot Aerospace. Right? They have successfully tested the Raman 2 engine. Correct? This was tested at ISRO facility that is in Tamil Nadu. Correct? The testing was enabled by InSpace, and InSpace is your Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. The facilitation by ISRO highlights their commitment to support private players, right, startups, and non-government entities in developing India's space ecosystem. This 10-second duration test achieved the expected performance. The test facility demonstrated normal performance during the test. And remember this Raman 2, it was developed. Question can be asked that Raman 2 engine is being developed by or was developed by Skyroot Aerospace, right? And they have generated a thrust of 820 Newton in the sea level and 1460 Newton during a vacuum thrust. Correct? Also remember this engine, this Raman 2 engine will be installed into the fourth stage of the launch vehicle, that is Vikram 1. So we can say that Raman 1 will be included or will be a part of Vikram 1. It was developed by Skyroot Aerospace. It was tested at the ISRO facility in Tamil Nadu. Correct? If we talk about Skyroot Aerospace, Pawan Kumar Chandana, he is the current co-founder and chief executive officer. Headquarters is in Hyderabad, Telangana, and it was established in 2018. Next, here you can see this is this is your Raman 2 engine, right? And Skyroot Aerospace recently successfully tested this Raman 2 engine at ISRO facility in Tamil Nadu. Next is online portal has launched to report violation of ban on e-cigarettes. Recently, Union Health Ministry of India, they have launched a portal for all states and union territories to report the violation of the sale of e-cigarettes on online shopping sites and in retail shops under the prohibition of electronic cigarette. That means in order to ban the sale of e-cigarettes, that is your electronic cigarettes, both at offline stores and online stores, correct, and to report for the same, an online portal was launched to report such violations. Electric cigarettes and similar devices are battery operated system that heat a substance, that is a liquid or a solid in it, which contains nicotine and often flavors to create an aerosol for the inhalation, right? So in order to ban these electric cigarettes both offline and online, and to report for the same, an online portal was launched by our Union Health Ministry. Correct? Next, who won Hungary Grand Prix 2023? So Hungary Grand Prix 2023 or Hungarian Grand Prix 2023 was won by Max Verstappen. He drives for which company? He drives for Red Bull, right? He is 25, just 25 years of age, right? And he has won the Qatar Airways Hungarian Grand Prix 2023. Correct? And this made Red Bull's team 12 consecutive F1 races win for 2023. Then remember, on first position was Max Verstappen, Lando Norris on second, and Sergio Perez on third. Correct? Also remember, if we talk about the time, this was scheduled from 21st of July to 23rd of July, and Max Verstappen has won this Hungarian Grand Prix 2023. Next, here you can see he is Max Verstappen. He is 25 years of age and he recently won the Hungarian Grand Prix. Next is Korea Open 2023 was held, and Swastik Sairaj Ranekreddy and Chirag Shetty has won the men's double title. I repeat, Indian badminton players Swastik Sairaj Ranekreddy and Chirag Shetty has won the men's double title by defeating Indonesia's Fazar Alifan and Mohammad Rian at the finals of the Korea Open. So we have to remember who won the men's double title at the Korean Open or Korea Open 2023. This is related to which sport? This is related to badminton, and they are Swastik Sairaj Ranekreddy and Chirag Sethi. Now the question can also be asked that Swastik Sairaj Ranekreddy and Chirag Sethi, they are related to which sport? They are related to badminton. And what did they win recently? They won the men's double title for the Korea Open 2023. Correct? Next is Venkaiah Naidu released the book As the Wheel Turns in Chennai. So our former Vice President of India, Venkaiah Naidu sir, released the book that is As the Wheel Turns to mark the Reala Corporation Diamonds Jubilee, that is 75 years of celebration in Tamil Nadu. This book is authored by Ranjit Pratap, the Managing Director of Reala Corporation. So remember, to mark the 75 years of celebration of Reala Corporation's Diamond Jubilee. Correct? This book, that is As the Wheel Turns, this book was released by M. Venkaiah Naidu sir, who is the former Vice President, and this book was authored by Ranjit Pratap. Right? Important. Take a note. Next is National Mango Day. When do we observe this? On 22nd of July, we observe National Mango Day, and this is to celebrate the nutritious food. Mango is such a nutritious food, right? And it has a cultural importance, popularity, and almost every Indian in their lifetime must have consumed mango once, right? It is such a famous fruit during summer season. Correct? It was started by National Horticulture Board of India in 1987 as the International Mango Festival to pay tribute to mango. And the name mango, it originates from the Malayan word manna. Correct? So National Mango Day on 22nd of July. Next is National Broadcasting Day. It is observed on 23rd of July, and it is to celebrate or to commemorate the first radio broadcast in India commenced from the Indian Broadcasting Company. Correct? It is based in a private radio station which come into existence on 23rd of July 1927. So coming back, directly remember National Broadcasting Day. It is observed on 23rd of July. Correct? Next. And one more thing here, you can see the year 23, it marks the 96th anniversary of the establishment of All India Radio, which was formerly known as IBC. Next, Income Tax Day, IT Day. When do we observe this? Income Tax Day is observed every year on 24th of July, and it is observed to commemorate the introduction of IT provisions. To commemorate the introduction of the IT in India in the year 1860. This day aims to raise awareness about the significance of taxation and to motivate individuals to contribute to the nation's development through tax payment. 24th of July marks the 164th anniversary of this income tax day. So we can say this income tax day was introduced on 24th of July in 1860 by then Finance Minister of British India, Sir James Wilson. Correct? So coming back on 24th of July, we observe Income Tax Day. Next, we are talking about four new chief justices that have been appointed in the high courts of these four states. If we talk about them, remember Justice Sunita Agarwal. She is the only, or we can say, she became the Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court, right? Then Justice Ashnish Jitendra Desai of Kerala, Justice Alok Aradhya of Telangana, and Justice Subhashish Talpatra of Odisha. And here, with this appointment, Gujarat High Court is the only High Court in India with a women Chief Justice. Important point to note, right? So let's move on. Correct. So these are your few current affairs, friend. Now let's go for revision part. Rajya Sabha chairman reconstituted a panel of vice chairpersons with 50% women in parliamentarism, right? So in this panel, 50% are women, 8 persons are there in this committee, out of which 4 are women now. So 50-50 participation, that is your equal representation of women. Then Rajasthan introduces India's first gig workers bill 2023. HCL Tech joins XR startup program with MEITY and Meta. CSIR IIM Jammu's first cannabis research project is India's first cannabis medicine project under Triple P with a Canadian firm. Or it was CSIR IIIM. This is the first institute that got the certification for this cannabis medicine project. Then Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe visited India from 20 to 21st of July. India signed a contract with Bangladesh to modernize signaling system of Dhaka Tongi Jodhpur rail line. Tamil Nadu's Athur Beetle leaves have recently got the GI tag. Then 14th edition of CEM adopted CEM Hubs initiative for scaling low carbon fuel production. Skyroot Aerospace successfully tested Raman 2 engine at the ISRO facility in Tamil Nadu. This will be used in Vikram 1 rocket. Then next is online portal launched to report violation of ban on e-cigarettes both offline as well as online. Next is Hungarian Grand Prix. Hungarian Grand Prix was won by Max Verstappen, and he drives for Red Bull, and it is drives Red Bull's 12th successive win. Then Korea Open 23. Here Swastik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Shetty has won the men's double title. Then M. Venkaiah Naidu sir, who was the former president of India, has recently released the book as well as the Wheel Turns in Chennai. This is the name of the book that was released by the former Vice President of India, M. Venkaiah Naidu sir, right? And the name of the book is As the Wheel Turns, and this book is authored by Ranjit Pratap. National Mango Day is observed on 22nd of July. National Broadcasting Day on 23rd of July. Income Tax Day on 24th of July. And recently, 4 new Chief Justices has been appointed in the High Courts of Gujarat, Kerala, Telangana and Odisha. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's go for quick revision. Rajasthan Cabinet, they has introduced the minimum guaranteed income bill. NITIE will be converted into which institute? So recently, remember, Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved a bill amending the IIM Act. Right? This will include National Institute of Industrial Training or Industrial Engineering, that is NITIE. NITIE, that is National Institute of Industrial Engineering, correct? This is in Mumbai, and this will be now converted into the 21st IIM, correct? The amendment will rename NITIE Mumbai as IIM Mumbai, correct? So important, NITIE that is in Mumbai will be converted into IIM Mumbai. Maharashtra is set to become the first state to have 2 IIMs. Now the question can also be asked in this way: which is the state in India that will have 2 IIMs? It is Mumbai. That is your IIM Nagpur, correct? It was established in 2015, and now IIM Mumbai, that is NITIE, that will be converted into IIM Mumbai. This approved bill is to be passed in the monsoon session of the parliament that will take place from 20th of July till 11th of August. NITIE, this was established in 1963 with support of the United Nations Development Program and ILO to create skilled professionals. Next, NABARD's 42nd Foundation Day is observed when? NABARD's 42nd Foundation Day is observed on 12th of July, right? And Amit Shah, who is our Union Minister and Minister of Cooperation, was the chief guest during the launch at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. So, who was the chief guest? Amit Shah, right? And he was the chief guest for the 42nd Foundation Day of NABARD. The NABARD was marked by a series of events, or this day was marked by a series of events throughout the country that included the theme that you need to remember. What is the theme? NABARD 42 years of rural transformation, right? I repeat, NABARD 42 years of rural transformation. Next, remember, Amit Shah distributed micro automated teller machine, that is, and Rupee Kisan card to the dairy farmers of Society of Banaskantha and Panchmahal district of Gujarat cooperative societies. Then apart from this, if we talk about this, NABARD has launched a credit delivery mechanism similar to that of KCC, that is Kisan Credit Card, that is a joint liability group for, and this is for joint liability group, self-help groups, banking correspondence, etc. Through this capital formation of NABARD, an amount of 8 lakh crore rupees has been provided to the rural economy. Correct? So coming back, NABARD, it was the 42nd Foundation Day of NABARD. It was on 12th of July, and NABARD has almost 7,000 FPOs, that is farmer producer organizations, that ensures farmers to get remunerative prices for their produce. Correct? And who was the chief guest here? Amit Shah was the chief guest here. And what did he distribute? Micro ATM and Rupee Kisan credit card to the delivery of farmers of milk societies. Correct? For the dairy farmers of the milk societies. Moving on, this was about your NABARD, right? If we talk about who is the chairman of NABARD, KV Shaji is the current chairman of NABARD. And when was the NABARD established? It was in 12th of July 1982. The NABARD was established. And what was the theme for the 42nd Foundation Day of NABARD? It is NABARD 42 years of rural transformation. Next, who inaugurated Hindustan Aeronautics Limited regional office in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? So remember, this regional office of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited was inaugurated by, and this is very important because we will be learning multiple things from this question. First of all, remember Rajnath Singh, right? He inaugurated this regional office of Hall, where in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Right? Now, next thing you need to remember here is our Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. He was on a 3-day visit to Malaysia. Right? It was from 9 to 11th of July. This was with the focus of developing various strategies, various partnership between India and Malaysia. Correct? Then some of the important points that you need to remember here is that during his 3-day visit, he discussed for the roadmap for the fourth decade of India-Malaysia defense cooperation with the Malaysian counterpart. Then remember, during this only he inaugurated Hall regional office in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Next important thing, remember, he also unveiled, and this is also important, he unveiled the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in Malaysia. So question can be asked, where is the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra, or in which country the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was recently inaugurated by Rajnath Singh? It was in Malaysia, right? In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Correct? Important, take a note of it. Right? If we talk about Malaysia, the capital is Kuala Lumpur, right? So this HAL regional office in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and here only a statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was inaugurated or unveiled by Rajnath Singh. Next, who won the UK PM's Point of Light Award? And this is important. UK PM's Point of Light Award. It was won by whom? Moksha Roy, right? She's a 7-year-old Indian origin girl, right? And she is currently residing in UK right now. And she was awarded with UK's Prime Minister Point of Light Award as a sustainability champion for volunteering for various several sustainable initiatives that includes raising funds for children in need for the UNICEF. Correct? So she is Moksha Roy. Sarbandana Sonowal laid the foundation stone for the inland waterways transport terminal, and it will be in Assam. So take a note. Indian men's football team defeated Kuwait to lift the 2023 SAFF Championship for the ninth time. India won this for the ninth time, so do take a note. Next, NATO extended the tenure of Jens Stoltenberg, who is the Secretary General of NATO, up to October 2024. Next, Elena introduced India's first NAVIC-based PNT device. PNT is your positioning, navigation, and timing that will be helping to provide the exact correct location, right? It will be even providing location in the remote areas, at high altitude areas also. Next, Japan to export India stealthy Unicorn Nora 50 integration mask. This is the Unicorn Nora 50, and it will be enhancing the communication, and it will be making communication more secure. So these were your some revision part, friends. Now let's move to the homework section. First, which Indian city is set to host the Festival of Libraries 2023? Second, Tankai method, which was seen in news, is associated with which process? And third, who has been designated as the 25th Director General of Indian Coast Guard? So these are your three homework questions. They are easy one. We have discussed all these three questions, so it will be beneficial for you for the answering below. So I want to see maximum participation in the comments, correct? So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.